Miss Sarah. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll be your teacher for this morning's lesson. So in today's lesson, we're going to be talking about a woman named Esther. Now, Esther is a woman in the Bible, and she has an entire book written about her life story. So in today's lesson, we're going to be going over the first 2 chapters of this book. Now, what happens in these first 2 chapters is that we learn about a young woman named Esther, who is an adopted daughter of a man named Malachi. And in these first 2 chapters, we learn that she trusts God's calling for her life, and she ends up becoming queen of an entire nation. It's a really good story, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. But to start off, I wanted to start with an activity of making some crowns. Yeah, so attached to this video will be all the links to download all these print-offs. And so just ask a parent or an adult to help you print off these different items that I'll walk you guys through. And then afterwards, you guys can make these at home for yourselves. So we'll start off by making this crown. So first off, you'll need to print off this picture. And with the help of a parent, have them help you cut out the shape of this crown. All right, and then on that same download, there'll be these 2 bands that you also want to cut off. And so this will make it so that you can wrap it around your head and you can wear it just like a crown, like a princess or a prince would. All right, and then there'll be a second link that will help you guys download some of these jewels. And the print off will look like this page, and you'll cut out the different shapes. So you'll see I have a couple of holes where I cut out some really pretty jewels. And then I took a marker or a crayon and I've colored each of these jewels all sorts of different colors so that my crown is beautiful. All right, and so then after, you guys will tape these bands around on the sides so that it'll fit on your head, and hopefully you guys can play and wear it all day long. So it'll fit kind of like this. So we'll wrap it around with some tape. All right, so while I'm making some finishing touches on this crown, and I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards, I hope you guys enjoy this next video coming up. It'll tell you the whole story of Esther in the first 2 chapters about how she became a queen and what that story was like. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys right after.
In a beautiful palace, King Xerxes sat on his throne and governed over many provinces across the globe. One day, he decided to demonstrate his great power and wealth by holding a huge banquet for all the important men in his kingdom. Vashti, the queen, also held a banquet for the women. King Xerxes called her to come to see him because he wanted all his guests to see her beauty and admire her. But she refused to come before him, and she did not want to answer the call. This greatly angered the king, who decided to look for a new queen to take Vashti's throne. When the news went out across all the provinces that the king was looking for a woman to become a new queen, Mordecai, Esther's adoptive father, said, "Esther, this is your opportunity. You could be the queen." She was surprised, and for a short time, she thought that she couldn't win the crown. But Mordecai encouraged her, and so they entered the competition. Esther spent 1 year preparing, along with many other young women, going through a very rigorous process where she learned how to dress, walk, eat, and even bathe in perfumed water like a queen of the provinces. Although there were many contestants for the crown, the favor of God was upon Esther, and King Xerxes chose her as the new queen of the Persian Empire because of her great beauty and special grace.
Wasn't that such a great story? I love learning about Esther. She is so strong. So what we learned about in these first 2 chapters is that even though Esther was really nervous and really scared about what God had called her to do, she decided to trust in what he asked, and ended up, through all of her hard work, all those beauty treatments, a whole year long of training of what it takes to become a queen, she actually ended up becoming a queen through God's help. Isn't that great? So in the next couple of weeks during these Sunday lessons, you guys are going to get to learn a little bit more about Esther and how she had to be really brave, really strong, really courageous for all of her people group. And we end up getting to see how fruitful it is when we trust in what God asks us to do. So while you guys were watching that video, I finished up making my crown, so I hope you guys make these at home and play around like your kings and queens and tell your other friends about what the story you guys learned about today. So this is our finished product. This is my final crown. And in the middle here, you guys will see that I have a purple jewel. That's my favorite color. And it also stands for some royalty. And so it kind of goes along with our story. And then if I turn it, I have all sorts of different jewels, a heart-shaped one and a star one, another purple one along the back there. And then we have a triangle one and a circle one. So it's pretty fun to make. And then it fits up on my head just like this. It fits perfectly. Now I feel just like a queen, just like Esther. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson, and tune in next week to learn a little bit more about this amazing woman of the Bible. All right, have a great rest of your week. See you guys later.